how to tell which one that you'll be using. Angle, side angle. To get this to work, you have to have two angles and the side in between them. So if you look at the two angles that have arcs on them, A and D have matching arcs, and C and F have matching arcs on them. And you can see that there's a mark on the side that goes between those two angles, which is why the side in the name goes in the middle of the two angles. So that's how you know that it's going to be angle, side, angle when the side connects the two angles that you have. As far as angle, angle, side, here we've got A congruent to D, and we've got C congruent to F, but the side that is marked is over here. It is not between the two angles. That's why the S in the name is not in between the two angles. So the order that you say the reason is angle, angle, side, because the side is not connecting the two angles together. So that's how to tell these two apart. Even though both of them have two angles and one side, you do have to write them differently because there are different postulates that we're using. So on the bottom of this page, it's got, is it possible to prove that the triangles are congruent? If so, state the postulate or theorem you would use. So looking at this first one, let's see what we've got marked here. We've got B marked congruent to E. We've got C marked congruent to F. We've also got this segment marked here. That segment connects the two angles together. So each triangle has correspondingly matching markings. That's really important to have. They've got two angles on one side in each triangle. Remember that you identify the postulate with how many angles and how many sides just from one triangle, so like from each one separately. So we've got two angles and the side in the middle. So you have to say angle, side, angle. S is in the middle there. That would be the reason. So we'd say yes by angle, side, angle. And it didn't ask me to name them, or I would have to name them, and I'd have to be careful of the order that I name them in. But I'm sure that we'll practice that later. On the next one, I've got this angle at T the same as the angle at K. I've got U marked the same as L. And then I have a side over here. That side does not connect the two angles that I highlighted, so you write the side, the S, on the end. We've got two angles and a side that's not between them, so you don't put the S between them. So this would be yes by angle, angle, side would be the reason. And then the third one here, we've got touching triangles. They share a side. They've already used one marking, so we're going to use two here on the shared side. And let's see what's marked here. We've got an angle at G and an angle at K, but just like the upper part at G and the bottom part at K, not the whole thing. Then we've also got this segment and this segment and this segment that they share. So what we've got is two sides in an angle, and the sides surround the angle. So the S needs to be in the middle, or sorry, the A needs to be in the middle. The angle is in the middle. We've got two sides and the angle in the middle. So two sides and the angle in the middle. So this one is by side, angle, side.